I'll be doing recording. I'll make it available as a part one, part two, like that. Not complete video will, I'll split up the video so that in WhatsApp only you can download. You not to go for MS Teams, all that one, waste of time for you. So directly in WhatsApp, there the video will be available, which all anything you have missed due to poor internet connection from your side or my side, no, that you can get back in this particular video. Afterwards, it's left to you. If you have enough memory, you can preserve it or you can delete it. Make a folders, everything. So the video will be uploaded for you. Okay, fine. Okay, we'll start with the electric potential energy or electrostatic potential energy. Why this word potential energy? Why we have to bring this energy? So let's discuss with this very simple idea. I'll take a point charge Q. I'll release a test charge Q naught. So let it be at a position 1. This is a fixed one. As I release it. So what is this test charge? This is a test charge. So where the test charge is present in the field of the fixed point charge. So therefore, will it experience any force? Yes, it is going to experience a force here. Now, let this test charge, let it have a mass m. By the time when it reaches here, test charge should always be positive. I think you know that this we have made a rule. Test charge what will happen will accelerate. So by the time it arrives here, it will definitely will have velocity. Call V2 that one. So here release test charge. Release from rest. We are entering into the energy aspect. Very good questions on conservation of energy will come. Very good questions on conservation of energy principle with electrostatic field will come. It's really, I think you check advanced, no? Lot of plenty of questions asked in this area because conservation of mechanical energy will come into picture. Definitely it will be the most favorite topic for the process. If you look at the advanced that one. So here also you'll get very good creative questions. So it will accelerate. So now because of acceleration, it acquires speed. Now from where this kinetic energy for charge particle has come? From where that energy will come? Who will supply that energy? So from how that kinetic energy got it. So we can say like a force F is acting because of electrostatic force. So then what will accelerate? Because of that, it will acquire speed will increase, kinetic energy increases. I am asking about the energy. Where is the source for this energy? Yes, the electrostatic potential energy decreases, that will get converted into increase in kinetic energy of the charge particle. So next question comes, so that electrostatic potential energy or what you can call field energy depends on what all parameters. Like we had a gravitational potential energy, gravitational field energy. It depends upon mass, acceleration due to gravity and H, no? This will be, so we took, and what is H? H is the height from the reference point. Similarly, electrostatic field energy will be present. So this potential, this field energy only, I'll call it as electrostatic potential. So we have to derive an expression for that particular potential energy. So let it be at a distance R1. We'll define this position. So let this be R2. Let me take some arbitrary point where it is at a distance R. Okay, let's go for 150 now. Everyone, I think in every group, the message got no. Only 116 is there. Okay, we will continue. Video will be there, so they'll take help of video and they'll get back. Now, who does work? This F is what? Electrostatic force. You write clearly what is that F acting. This F is what? The electrostatic force. And this electrostatic force only does work on the point, on the test charge. So if the force does work, means the system must possess energy. That energy we are trying to determine that one. So here the work done by electrostatic force in moving charge particle from 1 to 2. This should be equal to F into dr. So what is F? K Q Q naught by R square into dr. So from where to where it is being shifted? From R1 to R2. I'll bring limits in next step here. So this will be dw is equal to kq q naught d by r square, work done in shifting the particle from R1 to R2. So what is this? This everything will become work done by electrostatic force in moving a charged particle from 1 to 2 equal to k q naught r to power of minus 2 dr. So R1 to R2 minus 1 by r, R1 to R2. 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay, this is the expression for work done by an electrostatic force in moving the charge, test charge from 1 to 2 is given by this particular formula. Now, what is the electrostatic force? This electrostatic force, I'll directly say that it is a conservative force. Basically a conservative force. So then how work done by conservative force and change in potential are related. We know work done by conservative force should be equal to minus delta U. Work done by external force should be equal to plus delta. These are some basics what you collected this particular thing what happened. We have defined this in work by energy chapter, gravitation chapter there, and elasticity. These are the three places where a conservative force came into picture, and work done by conservative force should be equal to minus of delta U. Delta U means final minus initial. Final potential G minus initial potential G. So there's the thing. So work done by electrostatic force. So what is the equation it should be now? It should be equal to so this should be equal to minus of delta U12 or minus delta U, you write it. Should be equal to K Q Q naught. I will do one thing. Final minus initial. Keep it like this. Okay, this should become U1 minus U2 equal to K Q naught R1 . Okay, let's substitute few things. Let R1 equal to R and R2 tends to infinity. So this will become U1 equal to K Q Q naught by R. And U1 equal to, let me write all the symbols. U1 equal to U and U2 will become 0. So substituting all, this will become K Q Q naught by R. So this particular interaction potential G, it just depends upon the separation between the point charges. It depends only on separation, like this one. So what is the reference for this? So now you can ask questions. So what is the reference for this? Put R equal to infinity, then what you get? The reference, it will be 0, that one. So to say that the potential G is this much, what is the reference we take? 0, where the interaction potential will be 0. It will be 0 at infinity. So why I'm bringing the word interaction potential? Because when the charges are separated by distance infinity, what is the interaction? Will be 0. So therefore, this is called like a interaction potential energy. So like this, we define the quantity, that one. So it depends, it just depends on the separation between the point charges. We'll take it out video. Some they're getting trouble with the voice. Okay, there's one formula you have to remember. Okay, let's go for. So that's what we did. Just you can see once. Different books, they explained in different way. We have started like this here. This idea is very important. So I just took help of the earlier concept what you came across in the chapter, work per energy, gravitation, elasticity. Those things is what we applied it here. Okay, let's take some. What is the use of this? You can ask questions like, what is the use of this? Why do we bring energy method? First of all, already we know force everything. Why that energy method is specifically brought here? The question can be asked. So let me take one best example. There is a, these are the 2 point charges. I'll keep it. So then I'll take a test charge. I'll project with a speed v naught. So initially the separation is d. So at what distance x, it will finally come to. So these charges are fixed here. These charges are fixed here. So the point charge Q naught is projected with a speed v naught along the bisector. Find the maximum displacement from point of projection. Why do that energy method is specifically brought here? Why not any other thing that one? So let's do one thing. So when the charge particle is somewhere here, let's see that when it is here, what are the forces that will be acting? The force here will be acting like this, no? As as the charge particle moves on the bisector, so it will be located symmetrically. So the force, magnitude of force acting will be equal. So what this force will do, will make it undergo retardation, and finally it is made to come to instantaneous rest here. No? Then what is the expression for acceleration? So the expression for acceleration, we do write 2f cos theta by m. So let this distance be x. Let this distance be r. So what is the formula? This will be 2k q naught m r square. Cos theta will be x by r. So that everything will become this much. Look at now, as it moves, what will happen to its acceleration will be variable. So if you just go for further simplification, I think what is R? R you can write it as d square plus x square. So this, shall I write directly? D square plus x square to the power of 3.
Sir,
Voice is breaking up.
Your voice is breaking, sir.
Now can you hear me? Is it
Yes,
okay?
sir.
Now fine, sir.
Oh, fine. Huh? I'm writing the equation directly. So look at this. What is the question like? I wanted to ask you, like this x has to be calculated. So what you do, v dv by dx. Try to have both approaches, mathematical as well as energy method. Now tell me what is the thing. Provided if you are very good in integration, I think you can work out, no? So the equation finally it will end up with v dv is equal to 2k q naught m d square. No, it should be. I'll integrate. Initial velocity of projection is v naught 0. This will be 0 to x. I think it's undergo retardation, no? So that negative sign will adjust here. So provided if you are very good in maths, then only you will reach the answer. So for a person without having the mathematics, now there's a one question like this where some little bit easier integration also brought it. Some situations happen even you can't integrate also. If we do end up, then what is the alternative available? The alternative available is the energy method. Then what are the forces that are acting? Electrostatic force. So which force is doing work? Only electrostatic force. And what it does negative work. So what should happen now? Potential energy should increase here. So this. So now the decrease in kinetic energy of system will get converted into increase in potential energy of system. So I'll go for directly conservation of mechanical. Means like in electrostatic field, can you apply conservation of mechanical energy? Yes, you can apply, because what is electrostatic field? Is a conservative field. So this F is what? Is a conservative. So just now we concluded, no? Applying conservation. So initial interaction potential energy plus kinetic energy equal to UF plus KF. Initial interaction potential energy 2KQ Q naught by negative sign. The charge is interaction. Substitute charge with sign. It is Y2 because twice it is interacting. No, also like it is a Q naught is interacting with both the charges plus initial kinetic energy equal to finally at addition. So K Q naught X equal to 0. Tell me, I think this will be most easiest way of getting answer, no? You see, no need of any mathematics.
Minus, sir.
Yeah, minus sign. I'll bring that minus sign here. You see the approach, energy approach will really minimize the mathematics, no? That's the only purpose of bringing electric potential concept here. So next we are going to discuss the electric potential. Why that electric potential is what? The first purpose of potential is to minimize the method, to eliminate the mathematics. Later on, it got its own further the features where the then field what the potential will become so important. The application of electrostatics is what? The potential, electric potential. The electric potential will help us a lot in the application than electric field. This was the story started like this here. So this is another alternative approach. Or so you do have one side the force method, and here is what? The energy method. So solving for X, what happen? We'll get the required answer. This unknown thing which we have to find out. The same unknown thing you are supposed to determine by your integration. So you do get plenty of application. There's no limit. Like F equal to Q, here also the same similar situation. There's no limit like and all. So you can bring with any of the electrostatic, any of the conservative field. The electrostatic field, there any other conservative fields also will be mixed up with this. Okay, just do make observation. We'll go for next one. Okay, now this is about the 2 point charges. No, if there are more than 2 point charges are there, what is the method like? So suppose say it is already you have seen. So let me generalize some Q1. How to write this interaction potential energy? Q1 and Q2 will interact. So let me bring one negative one. So they'll be easy for you. What is the total interaction potential energy of system? Total energy, that one. So the overall interactions, what they are, the total interaction is equal to interaction between 192, between 193 and 293. 192, K, both are positive, no? Will be like this. Between 193, K, Q1 minus Q1 by R. U23, K, Q2 . Okay, this is about the interaction potential of the system. 3 point charges are there. So three interactions will be there. Interaction potential can be positive or negative. One very important thing here, whether the system is like a confined, will it expand or contract, how to decide. So let's go back to, these are the 2 point charges are there. I'll release from rest. Tell me what will happen to the electrostatic force. A repulsive force will act on them. What will happen to system? Will expand, no? And what is interaction potential? Positive. So when U is positive, system expands. Any number of charges here. I just only took 2. Let there be n number of charge particle charges system. The system contains n number of charge particles. If you calculate interaction potential positive, the system will expand. This one. Similarly, if it is like this one positive, one negative. So then the interaction potential will be K Q1, substitute with sign. So this is equal to minus K Q1 Q2 R. Look at now U is negative, and we are very sure that if they are set free, what will happen? The distance, the separation between them will decrease, no? So when U is negative, what happens? System contracts. There's a one method what we have to identify whether the system expands or contracts here. Any number of charge particles. I just took 2. This is applicable even for n number of charge particles in a system. Not only charge particle, even the bodies also. Later we'll go for that, how to determine interaction potential with a body. Now we are confining only for interaction potential G for a point charges. This is really any conceptual question anywhere, no? So this will help you a lot. You need not to bother about don't use force method. to check whether system is contracting or expanding. Directly take help of the energy method. With that, you conclude here. Okay, fine. So this will really help you a lot in some of the numericals, energy method. Okay, let me move for the other one. Okay, there are 4 point charges are there. The separation between them, let it be D. They are released from rest. So I'm just directly asking you whether the system will expand or contract. Now you can do one thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give number 1, 2, 3, 4. Shall we calculate force? Force acting on charge particle 1. We'll calculate the resultant force on 1. Then how it will move. We'll calculate the resultant force acting on the second charge particle, how it will move. We'll calculate the resultant force acting on third particle, fourth particle, all that, and we'll work out the resultant force acting on each particle and how they move, how they undergo displacement. Then we'll decide whether expands or contract. That will be really very, very lengthy process. What is the best approach is calculate interaction potential energy. Check whether the system expands or contracts. So I'll start with this. The total interaction energy. 1 will interact with 2, with 3, with 4. Then 2, 3, 2, 3. 2 will interact with 3 and 4. And again, the 3 will interact with 4. So how many interactions are there? 6 interactions are there. So substitute all them with sign and check for the corresponding value. So U1, 2. So this will be, shall I write directly? 3kq square. U1, 2. So U1, 3 will be 4kq square root of 2d. U1, 4, 2k q square by d. U2, 3 will be 3 4 12 minus 12. U2, 4, so will be minus 6k. Three, 4, 4 to the 8, so 8k q square by d. So solve for you. Kq square by d you take outside, minus 3 plus 2 root 2 plus 2 minus 12 minus 3 root 2 plus 8. 2 plus 8, 10. 10 root 2 is 1.4. 1.4 into 2 will be 2.8. So 12.8. So definitely I think it's a negative. So this will be negative. Negative means, what does it mean? System contracts. Finish or no need of mathematics. You can also do this by mathematically. calculate the resultant force acting on 1, 2, 3, 4, check in what direction and the action of that resultant force, how do they undergo displacement, and analyze. This will can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
I'll continue then.